This message is more like a warning I've given often, but I repeat it because that's what summaries are for, to summarize things and to highlight things that are important. When people progress in stagnation, that sounds like a contradiction. Progress in stagnation, let me explain. When people refuse to evaluate their way of thinking, they go into denial and they keep seeking self-validation, they are in stagnation. And the longer they remain, the more they stagnate. That's what I mean with progressing in stagnation. Such people, they have a mind that can perceive facts, so they can be factual about stuff. But there is no truth in them. Why? Because they refuse to look at the bigger picture. They don't care about the bigger picture. The only thing that they're obsessed with, I said that obsessed with is having self-validation. Forgive me if I don't speak that fluent. It's evening here, but before I go to sleep, I want to record this. Okay? Look, when people progress in stagnation, and let's say that one day they feel uncomfortable, they will seek other people like-minded to be uncomfortable about a thing that upsets them, and they will come up with theories and all kinds of stuff without checking the evidence. They will make up their mind about an issue and then they will look for evidence. And if there is no evidence, they will make up evidence. They will make things up when they become desperate. And in this phase, they are already violent. Don't underestimate how far people are willing to go. I'm not all people, but people that are desperate for self-validation. Don't underestimate how far they're willing to go to prove their point. Or people that persist in denial. I'm not talking about avoiding an issue till you are ready to process it, like a loved one died or something like that. I'm talking about people that deny that their thinking and of course their behavior is inconsistent and it needs an update. The longer someone remains in denial, the more difficult it becomes for them to get out of it. And when you have a group of people that are in denial about something, now there's power behind it also. And if that denial is aimed towards you, well, you got trouble over there. Am I saying this to scare you? No, you shouldn't fear, but you should be aware of it. That's why listen to what I'm saying here. Sometimes when things seem to fall apart in your life, you lose your job, or let's say you lose your home, or your partner decides to leave you suddenly. Often when things appear to fall apart, they're not really falling apart. Things are being relocated on your behalf. You are being redirected away from stuff you were not even aware that were coming after you. Often when things happen, people tend to ask, Lord, why? Why did this happen? There are many things that were about to happen or that were happening, but that didn't affect us that much that we are not even aware of. But just understand this thing. People that progress in stagnation just don't invest. Don't let them ever, under any circumstance, get the upper hand upon you. Especially if you're aware that in the past they had their thinkings about you that they couldn't defend, but they keep holding on to. Even if they're family, if they claim to be saved, now use discernment. That being said, be at peace.